following on from having built 2 new enclosures in 2024, we went into 2025 with the plan of just building a whole lot of enclosures. We did 6 new enclosures of 1 hectare each, and then also we went on to do a holiday camp. We call it the holiday camp for the tigers and for Phoenix. So we've got this passageway, built a tunnel for Phoenix to be able to go through from his usual enclosure into his holiday camp. And then we also have that holiday camp open to the tigers when Phoenix is not using it. As an accredited NSPCA facility, we get inspections from them, but also every single time we build a new enclosure, Destia sends out an inspector to come and have a look at that. And then there are also inspections every time you bring new cats in or you do any permit changes. So yeah, this year we had a lot of inspections and proudly passed them all with flying colours. Moving lines and bringing lines into the sanctuary all require permits. So quite a lot of this year was taken up by acquiring permits, doing the applications, getting everything done, and then you get the vets in, different veterinary procedures for the lines that needed to move. We're really grateful to all the vets who have helped us, and to the amazing LLA team, as well as casuals that had to help us in remote locations. Thank you for all the great care they've taken over the lines that we've had to move this year. By the time you get to a point when the line is actually running into their new enclosure, or walking in, depending on the line, each individual does it their own way, so much has gone into the planning, the process, and it's quite high stress, high tension, high anxiety, timing's perfect to get to a point where you've even gotten the line to the gate. And then it's up to the line to go through the gate. And an amazing feeling when they do. So we had 10 lines either arriving or moving into new enclosures during 2025. 1 enclosure still waiting, summer's enclosure. 1 hectare was finished and inspected in December, but we ran out of 2025 before we managed to get her through and into her new enclosure. So she's not included in this video. But yeah, very happy with all our entries, the entrances into their new enclosures. On arriving in a new enclosure, the lions will always go and do a walkabout. They check the perimeter fence, they walk all over. There's this little bit of hesitancy and checking out what's there, but then also they're very brave and want to go and check out every new inch of their enclosures and find out, check who their neighbours are, where the fence lines are, where their views are, where the shelters are. So there's quite a lot of walking around and exploring the new enclosures. And then for those people who follow the Love Lions Life Sanctuary will know that one thing we take very seriously is the layout of our enclosures, that we want the lions to have views, and that the feeling inside the enclosures of more expanse because of views, because of the lay of the land, that they've got lowland to take shelter and highland to stand out and look out in the views and vistas. And there's different aspects of the enclosure that actually offer them natural enrichment and stimulation. So we really love to design species-specific, lovely enclosures for all our big cats. And something that makes me very excited is that with all these new enclosures, we've built them that there are passageways leading between the enclosures, so that ultimately all the cats can cycle and rotate between the different enclosures over a period of time. In January 2025, we were gifted with this absolutely wonderful and much needed valuable bucky, which we use for collecting carcasses. We also managed to replace all the cameras we lost in our big fire, where the whole of Love Lions Life Sanctuary burned down. And then, of course, there were always wonderful people around the world who donate time by coming here and volunteering. Throughout the year, we've had many day trips to nearby places and into Lesotho, which is our neighbour. My son Rowan introduced me to paddle, which I much enjoyed, and returned to the tennis court, which I missed. We've gone down to Nambiti for game drives with our volunteers and friends. And all in all, truly appreciated the fact that Love Lions Life Sanctuary is situated in such a beautiful part of South Africa. This year has been a huge year for Sinead, and therefore for our family, in regards to her having many trips to Cape Town for surgeries and taken us home to our home province of the Western Cape, where we really enjoyed Cape Town. We are blessed and honoured to be involved with Thokozani's daughters and to see them each on their various birthdays and spend time with them and have Christmas with them, and they just bring absolute warmth to our hearts. Summer is our little Egyptian cub rescue that came in 2025, who's just a little firecracker, agile, nimble, confident little lioness who we love dearly, and are so happy to have rescued to Love Lions Life Sanctuary this year. Now in 2026, we'll be moving her into her new 1 hectare enclosure that we've built alongside of Odin's. A short documentary was made by Terence Robertson. Photographically speaking, it is so beautiful here. The lions, the mountain, the light. And from a soul's perspective, it just fills me. The beauty of this place fills me up. I can't say it isn't an absolute joy to spend time in this beautiful surrounding, taking the dogs for walks. Sadly, this year brought the end of Lex's life. She was a loyal and lovely dog. We'll miss her forever. Much of our time is also spent observing the lions, seeing them interacting, making sure that they're socially comfortable and healthy and fine. LLA supports the local guys on the farms around here to play soccer, and we've had a great year of tournaments. Fire season is an annual thing, comes around without fail and puts us all in high stress. This year we did very, very successful fire breaks, the most successful we had so far, and then of course had fires coming towards us from other farms, but this year we didn't have any fires that we needed to actually fight here, thank goodness. Very sadly, we lost my mom's twin sister, my dearest Aunt Patsy, as well as my father, Dr. Martin Lua Allen. Interspersed between everything else, we had visits from family and friends, which just remind us about what's really important in life. Ending off with Christmas, I add this into the video because it's something that I really enjoy is doing flowers and a little bit of decor. So it gives me this little bit of a holiday moment to do my designing and enjoy Christmas. New year, end of 2025, we go into 2026 with a lot on our agenda, a lot that we hope to accomplish for Love Lions Life Sanctuary and all the big cats in our care.